If you're running an e-commerce brand and you are not generating minimum 30% of the total sales through email marketing, you are leaving tons and tons of money on the table, tons of money. Because in the last 30 days, we generated a little bit over 100,000 Swedish kronor, as you can see on the screen here, in revenue just for one brand, entirely just through email marketing. And here's the crazy part, like for 90% of the brands that we work with, email marketing is a major revenue driver. It's not just an extra marketing channel, it is a system. It is a system when done right can skyrocket your revenue, as you can see here, and it can also skyrocket your revenue, but also retain more of your customers, right? So today I'm going to break down exactly the exact strategies on how we set up the automations, the automated flows, these segmentation tactics that we use, how we A/B test our way to success, to higher conversions and so on, and also how we nurture long-term customers to have a relationship with them for a longer period of time. And not just spam salesy emails. So if you stay with me till the end, because I have a game-changing offer here for you if you need help with email marketing as well. So let's dive into it. So step number one, that's going to be setting up the right automation, setting up the right automated flows. Because the first thing we do when working with any brand, we set up high converting automated email marketing flows through Klaviyo. And think of these as your email sales machine. They work 24/7. They are bringing in revenue on autopilot, because here are some of the most profitable flows every brand must have. All right. So the first one's going to be the welcome flow, right? The welcome flow turns new subscribers into buyers fast, right? First impression matters, guys. And it's so important. And this sets the tone. But do not be too salesy. Do not be desperate in your email. Talk about the vision of the company. Talk about who you are, about you, the goal of the business, and why, as a customer, you are so important to the brand. These things are going to be super important to making sure that the customer feels like they're a part of something, or part of a culture, part of a community, a part of a brand. This is going to be super important. Different flows like cart abandonment flow, post-purchase flow, win-back flow, browse abandonment flow, checkout abandonment flow, and a lot of more flows. Each of these flows will play a crucial role in converting, but also retaining and scaling your customer base. And here's the thing, most e-commerce brands either don't have these set up or aren't optimizing them correctly and aren't A/B testing enough to succeed with these flows. Which leads us to step number two, which is constant A/B testing to find what works. And here's the biggest mistake brands make with email marketing. They set up emails once, they set up the automations once, and they think that the work is finished. They think that everything is done. No, it's not done. The work is not done. That's not how you scale. At our agency, we are constantly A/B testing to figure out what works the best, what works not, right? We need to constantly figure out what is going to be that next strategy that's going to pivot, that's going to help you scale your sales, but also increase your customer retention here, guys. It's going to be so important because we test everything from subject lines, call to actions, email designs, layouts, ideas, offers, non-offers. We want to make sure that we know exactly what is working the best for your brand, right? Because the key takeaway is to never settle. It's always to test. It's always to optimize. It's always to improve, and also be creative within the winning concepts that you already have. And this is going to be super important for you to scale. And step number three, right? Proper segmentation for maximum conversions. One of the biggest mistakes that brands make today is that they're basically sending the same emails to everyone. And that is basically a fast track to low engagement and high unsubscribes, right? Here's how we fix this. We make sure to segment the list properly for the actual customers that signed up to the right specific flows. So for example, let me explain that to you. VIP customers, for example, they will get early access to new products or exclusive offers. Engaged subscribers, they get valuable content, brand stories, and educational insights. Inactive subscribers get special re-engagement campaigns to bring them back. You need to have different flows, different lists for different concepts. And this is going to be super important, because if you're not doing that, you're going to get a lot of customers that are going to unsubscribe. So if you do this properly, the result will be higher engagement, more conversions, and also less people that are unsubscribing, which is going to be very important for you to scale your brand, to also make sure that you are retaining your customers, because we all know it is cheaper to get an old customer back than to constantly chase after new customers all the time. So, because when people receive emails that feel like they were just made for them, they're far more likely to open, read, and of course buy as well. And step number 4, that's going to be weekly newsletters that actually work. Here's the problem with most e-commerce emails. They are spammy, sales heavy, and very pushy. And guess what? People hate that. That's why we use the 10-to-1 value ratio. And what that means is we try to give 10 value-driven emails that educate, entertain, and engage, right? So we talk more about the brand, the vision, and why the customer is so important to the brand, and what's the goal of the business, and why you as a customer are so important to the brand, and so on. These things are going to be very important, and we want to make sure that the customer feels like they're a part of something. They're a part of something. They're part of a brand. They're a part of a business. They're part of something, a part of a community. This is the feeling that we want to give. So the 10 to value ratio basically means that we do 10 value-driven emails, and on the 11th email, or the one sales email with an offer. So 10 value emails, and then you can ask them to buy. This is also something Gary Vee talks a lot about, which is the jab hook as well. And it's all about giving value 10 times before you ask people to actually buy. And this builds trust, but it also builds credibility, and of course brand loyalty as well. Customers should feel like they're part of something bigger and not just another random sale on their email list. When done right, this massively increases retention, lifetime value, and of course repeat purchases as well. Step number 5, which is the long-term strategy. And e-commerce is not just a quick cash grab. Most e-commerce brands treat their email marketing list like a short-term cash grab. They send spammy emails, aggressive emails, they burn their lists, right? And wonder why people stop buying. That's why we take a different approach. We try to build trust, we nurture long-term relationships, we create brands that last, not ones that just fades in 3-4 months with a winning product like a dropshipping store. We want to create brands that wants to be the leading brand in their industry for years to come. And this is the real difference between brands that scale and brands that fail, right? And also, if you want the same results for your e-commerce brands, for example, 90% of our e-commerce brands generate a minimum 30% of their total sales through email marketing. And you have more results here on the screen, and you can also go through our website to see if you want to see yourself. And if you're tired of leaving money on the table, because we specialize in helping e-commerce brands scale through highly effective email marketing strategies. And if you want to maximize that, if you want to increase and scale your email marketing potential, you can also drop a comment below. You can also send me a DM on Instagram, and let's talk. Let's see if you're a good fit for our program, for us as a growth partner, to help you on the email marketing process. And I will personally review your email marketing strategy, help you unlock your next level of growth. If you found this valuable, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for more e-com growth tips. And I'll see you on the next video.